Hello, this is Lance with Brando Consulting, Fishbowl expert since 2006. In this video, we're going to show you how to upload a custom report. Typically, you'll receive an email from us that looks something like this. It'll have an attachment on it. It may or may not have a zip drive. I'm going to go into this zip drive and take a look at what's in it. There's two Jasper reports. So you may get one Jasper report, you may get multiple Jasper reports. If you get multiple Jasper reports, that means you have a sub-report, and this sub-report needs to be installed in the custom folder where the Fishbowl install is. When we email you a custom report, it will also have another attachment with instructions that go over everything we go over in this video. So feel free to look at the instructions as well. So first off, I'm going to right click on this sub-report, copy, and then pull up the install. Go to C drive, program files, Fishbowl, server, reports. Then we have a custom folder, or excuse me, there it is. I'm highlighting common and I'm saying custom. There it is. So we'll right or double click and go into there, right click and select paste. I got this little pop-up because I have installed this once before. If you have us make any updates or changes to your custom reports, you may get something like this too. So I'm going to replace it, and there's our new sub-report. Oftentimes you'll have a sub-report. That's where the sub-report goes. So back in the zip drive, we have the regular report. This is the .jasper as well. Save this to your desktop, save this to a folder, save this wherever you want. Then you'll be able to load it into Fishbowl. So I'm going to copy it and just paste it to the desktop. These reports won't open. I often see someone get an email from us and they say, oh, here's a report. I'll double click on it. If you double click on it, it can't do anything. The only program that can run this report that you have is Fishbowl. So you need to upload it into Fishbowl before you can run the report. Okay, so now that we have this saved onto the desktop, let's go load the report into Fishbowl and watch the magic happen. I'll close this, go to Reports, Report screen. Click Upload right up here in the top left hand corner. Then we browse to where we saved it. I saved the file to the desktop. Go to the desktop and look for the report. There it is, short forecast.jasper. Click on that, open. Next. Now we need to decide what folder to put this report in. I'll go ahead and put it in the purchase folder. You can put it in whatever folder you'd like. Click Finish, and now we have the short forecast report. Be sure to double check to make sure it works. Double click, run the report. If it opens, that means it works. If you get an error message, most likely with sub-reports, the most common error message we see is a problem with where you put the sub-report. Maybe you forgot to put the sub-report in that custom folder. So make sure if it says sub at the beginning of it, you put it in the custom folder. Once you have the report installed, there's two more things you want to consider doing. One is making it your default report for a specific screen, or two, adding it to the screen. So in order to do that, click on the Details tab. Scroll down to the screen you want it to show on and check that box right there. Before I click Save, I'll show you how this works. If I go to the purchasing screen, then go to the Reports drop-down, you'll see I don't have the short forecast report in this drop-down list from the purchasing screen. But once I check this box and click Save, go back to the purchasing screen, go to here, you'll see now there's a short forecast report. Pretty cool, huh? You can add the reports to specific screen drop-downs. I think I'm going to add it to the manufacturer order drop-down and the sales order drop-down as well, and click Save. Now you might have a report from us that's a sales order or a purchase order, a work order, or a pick ticket. If you have one of those reports, you'll want to do one more thing, and that is go to Tools, Module Options, spread this out so you can see it well. And here are all the screens and activities that you can create a default report for. So I'll scroll down. The most common is sales and picking. So if you get a new sales order report from us that you need to replace, make sure you don't forget to change the default on the sales order screen to the new report. Click the magnifying glass, go to the report that we just selected, that we gave you, and make that the default. Obviously, I'm not going to make this a default for the sales order, but you get the idea. Go to the custom report and make the custom report the default to replace the standard report. So there we go. The report works. Yay!